And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network for Friday Night Baseball, brought to you by Archaic Kitchen and Designs. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski coming to you live from Commodore Stadium, where tonight we've got an early, well, I would say about a midseason rematch here between two teams that met just a couple of weeks ago, as the Eau Gallie Commodores tonight will host the Merritt Island Mustangs. The Mustangs come in at 10-1, and Eau Gallie coming in at 9-6. Now, both teams are coming in off of big wins last night. Merritt Island over Cocoa and Eau Gallie over Palm Bay. But the story for Eau Gallie since last we were here is they have found the bats, and that's a good thing. And, I got to fix the scoreboard. Let me fix the scoreboard here. My apologies. That is not the Scorpions. Thought we did that, but okay, I guess not. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to wait until the inning, and so if anybody jumps on me, let them know. I'm well aware of the scoreboard issue, and we will get it fixed. On the hill for Eau Gallie tonight is David Morrissey. Left-hander rocks, kicks, and fires to Rylan Diaz for ball one. That hit him. So the second pitch of the game, and Diaz is on, bringing up Noah Knight. So far this year, Morrissey is 3-2 with a 0.52 ERA. This is his sixth appearance this season. In 27 innings pitched, he's got 36 strikeouts. He has walked 11, given up 7 runs, 2 of them earned. As Noah Knight steps in, turns the bunt, and they got a chance at first, and back in time is Diaz, and Noah Knight does the one thing that drives coaches crazy, and that's pop out on a bunt. And Dean Hanselman will step in. Hanselman this year, 6 for 23 on the season. He's got 5 RBIs, 1 double, 4 walks. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's got just 3 strikeouts as Morrissey gives Diaz the look over. Jacob Leffler on deck for the Commodores. Morrissey's on the bump. Riley Jackson behind the plate. It's Smith, Circus, Lustig, and Leitz from first to third. And that is low and inside. And from left to right, it is Larice, Neal, and Dexter in the outfield for manager Bobby Collins, who is working on career win number 449 tonight. Picked up career win 400 back on March 2nd, 2021. And the count, and they say he goes. And that'll be a ball and 2 strikes now, I believe. 1-1. Should be 1-1. On deck hitter, Jacob Leffler, a 417 hitter. Hanselman batting 261. Morrissey fires. This ball was popped into shallow right field. But actually, the wind carried it back and causes the right fielder to cross over his feet. Dexter out there with problems with it. And all the way to third base is Diaz on the air. And that's going to be an E9. And advancing to third base is Diaz. And to second is going to be Hanselman. So that's going to bring up Jacob Leffler with 2 on and 1 out here. And that ball was a shallow hit ball, and the wind just kept carrying it and carrying it and carrying it, and it crossed Dexter up and caused him to fall down, and obviously chaos ensued. Certainly not what you want to see, but if you're a Commodore fan, but it happens. And Morrissey now got a deal out of trouble here to Jacob Leffler, who has 11 RBIs this year so far for skipper Dan Widener. Coach Widener in his 5th year already, 69 and 27. If you take out the COVID year, he's averaging 15 wins a year with the Mustangs since taking over. Mustangs are 19-11 versus Eau Gallie since 2007. And as we noted earlier, 1-0 this year. The 0-1. And there's a shot, and they're going to come home with it. Nope. And over to first. That's a good play there, although I think it gave manager Bobby Collins a heart attack. The runner actually held, so an outstanding play by Elijah Circus. He checked the runner, held on to the ball a little longer than I think most would like, but he ends up getting Leffler at first on the old 4-3, and Diaz holds it third, and obviously Hanselman at second, and that's going to bring up Nick Wimberly, Morrissey's counterpart tonight, in the circle. So now it's 2 outs and 2 on, and Morrissey is 1 out away from dealing out of trouble, and he'll pick up a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Wimberly, not only an outstanding pitcher, pretty good at the dish too. 286 this year, 6 RBIs for Nick. Morrissey has him in an 0-1 hole. One and one. Once again, we want to thank Archaic Supplies, Kitchen and Bath Designs, licensed and insured. General contractor's license, that's big these days. Pitch, and there's a shot to Lustig, up and over to first, and out of the inning without surrendering a run is David Morrissey, as Lustig bobbled it, but he gets the out. So Merritt Island sends 5 to the plate. They leave 2 stranded. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. All right, welcome back to Commodore Stadium, where on the hill tonight is Nick Wimberly for head coach Dan Widener. Let's see if I got any Wimberly stats. I do not have any Wimberly pitching stats tonight, but All right. It's going to be for the Eau Gallie Commodores. It's going to be Christian Neal, Riley Jackson, and Josh Dexter, Daniel Snowden, Carson Leitz, Riley Smith, Brock Lustig, Elijah Serkis, and Xavier Larice, 1 through 9. We'll take you around the infield here in a minute for Merritt Island coming up. Wimberley, a hard-throwing right-hander. Neal look at strike one on the fastball. Christian comes in this year, batting .270, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs. He's got 10 hits and 37 official at-bats. And he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt, and it's 0-2 to Christian. Merritt Island comes in as the 102nd ranked team according to the Florida High School Athletic Association, 13th in 4A, and they are ranked number 3 overall in Class 4A, Region 3, and that ball bounces clear to the backstop, and the count will move to a ball and 2 strikes. So Neal's got to be a battler here, and Wimberley smokes it by him for out number 1. And that's going to bring up the Florida State commit, Riley Jackson. Now, Riley's battled a series of, you can't call them bumps and bruises because, annoying injuries this year. But nonetheless, Riley, 333. He's got 2 home runs, 7 RBIs for skipper Bobby Collins. And we'll see if Wimberley will. Oh! And he does not like that, and I don't blame him. That was high and tight, and Jackson picks up the HBP. And down to first base he goes. And that's going to bring up Josh Dexter. Colt Lynch comes in to run, and Josh Dexter steps in. Josh, a .441 hitter this year. He's got a home run, a triple, 8 doubles this year. He leads the Commodores by far in that category. 14 RBIs, 15 hits, and 34 official at-bats. Josh seeing the ball pretty well to start the season. Here's the pitch high for ball 1, and Lynch with a lead at first. So mano a mano, each team with an HBP in their first at-bat. Wimberley to the set, rocks, kicks, high again, and it's 2-0. So Dexter looking straight at a hitter's count right now, 2-0. The 2-0 to Josh. Chest high, 3-0. Kide Atatue is at first. Rylan Diaz at second. Your shortstop tonight is Dean Hanselman, and over at third is Jacob Leffler. Wimberley's on the bump, and his battery mate is Tyler Murray. That's high and outside, and that's a 4-pitch walk for Josh Dexter. Runners at first and second now as Daniel Snowden steps in. Snowden this season batting .229. He's got 2 doubles, but he is amongst the team leaders in RBIs with 10. And currently, with Lynch out at second base, he's got an RBI, and already out to have a conversation is skipper Danny Widener. And I think he's just trying to settle down. His junior fireballer. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bunt here. Maybe try to push one over. Maybe try to run one out for a base hit. We'll see. I think we got the scoreboard fixed. Yeah, we do. All except for the inning. It's the bottom of the first, not the bottom of the fifth. We'll do that between innings. I got to learn to shut up, quit talking to everybody before the game, and do my job. So, Wimberley now. Let's see if the Vallon visit helps as Snowden steps in. Wimberley's first offering is fouled straight back to the screen for strike one. Guess what we have available now? Gear. We have gear available. Coming up, I'll tell you how you can get your hands on a hat, visor, T-shirts. Oh, the curveball is a beaut, Clark, and it's 0-2. That fell off the table. That literally went 12-6, and it is 0-2 now to Snowden. Carson Leitz on deck. Leitz a 297 hitter. The 0-2 from Wimberley. And that's a shot into right field. And Lynch will round third, and he will be held by manager Bobby Collins. So the Commodores, with bases loaded on the base hit, good piece of hitting by Snowden to battle back. Bases juiced now for Carson Leitz. Leitz, as we alluded to, a 297 hitter. He's got 8 RBIs, 11 hits, and 37 at-bats. He's got 2 doubles this year so far. And Wimberley now in a one-out, bases-loaded jam. Third baseman and first baseman are in the infield, is middle, deep. The outfield shaded away, even up. Well, Wimberley, no place to put Leitz, and he deals him a ball. Second pitch, that's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Carson. Riley Smith, the power hitting first baseman, on deck. Garrett Smith. Nick rocks, kicks, and fires low. Ball 2, 2-1. So Leitz has worked it to a 2-1 count, hitter's count. See what Tyler Mully calls up here. The pitch, and there's a ground ball to the second baseman. Over to short for 1, and an inning-ending double play. Turned it perfectly, and Nick Wimberley gets out of the jam on a 4-6-3 double play. So we get set to head to the bottom of inning, or top of inning number 2, I should say. No score between the Commodores and the Mustangs.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, we come back for the top of inning number 2, and a nice inning-ending, ground ball inducing inning-ending double play. Turned very nicely by the Merritt Island Mustangs to get him out of a bases-loaded one-out situation. It'll be Tyler Mully, Asher Anderson, and Romeo Taruga. And this is Daniel Morrissey's second inning of work. Mully this season a 393 hitter, having a good year. And he's first pitch swinging. Lustig bobbles it again, and he won't recover this time. And that is an E6. And for the Eau Gallie Commodores, that is their 20th error of the season. They're fielding at a 9.49 clip this year. And for Lustig, that is his third error. And that's going to bring up the unbelievably big. This young man is a tower, and he's young. And Asher Anderson. I believe he's just a freshman. Anderson coming in. Now he's batting 136. 3 doubles. And the first pitch offering is a ball. I'm sorry, called it a strike. 0-1 to Asher. Morrissey with Mully at first. And this one gets away. And picks it up, throws down, not in time though. And Tyler Mully will get the base. So Tyler Mully with the stolen base. So Asher Anderson for the second consecutive inning. Merritt Island with a runner in scoring position. I've seen this young man hit tremendous bombs in Little League. Pitch, swung on, and missed for strike 2. Romeo Torruga is on deck. Torruga is batting for Key Day at a 2A. So Torruga is up next with Mully at second on the stolen base. Morrissey to the set. The pitch to Anderson, and he swings at that one. And Jackson down to first to complete the strikeout, and that'll bring up Romeo Torruga. So as stated, Torruga comes in as a 286 hitter, 3 doubles. He's only struck out once this year. Dunnigan is on deck, the number 9 hitter. Big lead at second base by Mully. And Morrissey thought so as well, and he takes a peek back. One out here, top of the second, low. Here's my favorite photographer. Morrissey, 1-0. That'll be a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. See if Morrissey can bail his teammate out here and get the second out in the top of the second inning. Mully on via an error. And then he stole second. Morrissey, the 1-2 to Torruga. Low and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do it all over again here. 2-2. Popped up. Playable. Elvis Circus calling for it and hauls it for out number 2. Torrin Dunnigan will step in now. Dunnigan, a 385 hitter this year, 5 for 13. It's a team that doesn't strike out a lot. Dunnigan with just 2 of them this year. So Morrissey to the number 9, hitting Dunnigan. First pitch offering is popped up and out of play. Mr. Hagan up there on the PA. The 0-1 coming. It's 2 outs, so Mully's going to be running on anything here. That's a beaut. Strike 2 called. So for the second consecutive inning, the Mustangs have a runner in scoring position. And for the second consecutive inning, Morrissey is a strike away from leaving them stranded there. The 0-2, strike 3 on a beautiful off-speed pitch. And that will end the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Merritt Island Volleyball needs your help. You can donate, I believe, 1 ton of sand for $100. The information is there on the screen, and got beach volleyball courts going up all over the county. Merritt Island Christian just put in 2 courts, and they're hosting their first match coming up the 31st. Merritt Island looking to add 5, quite a difference. So if you'd like to add a ton of sand, the cost is just $100. As we head to the bottom of inning number 2 here for Nick Wimberly, he'll see Garrett Smith, Brock Lustig, and Elvis Circus. If you get a chance to go back and check out our interview we did with Kate Smith from Satellite. Kate is born with just 1 arm, and she is an outfielder who leads off for Satellite and is one of the leaders in hitting for the Scorps in softball. Quite remarkable. She is quite remarkable. And there's a dribbler foul down the third baseline. One and one. And that ball is lifted deep into the gap. Way back, track, wall, gone! And you can touch them all, Garrett Smith. That one carried and kept carrying. And Garrett Smith puts the Commodores on top, 1-0. That one got up, and it just kept on going. For Garrett, that is his first home run of the year and 8th RBI. So 1-0. And this will bring up Brock Lustig. And Brock swings and misses. Nice pop there by Garrett. And the impressive part is he went the other way with it. An opposite field home run. Swung on and missed for strike 2, 1-2 to Brock, freshman, shortstop of the immediate and long distance future high, 2-2 for Bobby Collins. Strike 3 called, 1 out. And Elijah Circus will step in. Elijah this year, a 167 hitter. So he's looking to bust out here. One to nothing. Eau Gallie on top, thanks to an opposite field home run by Garrett Smith. That's a strike right down Eau Gallie Boulevard, and it's 1-1. Oh, the curveball is pretty. 1-2 now. Froze Elijah in his tracks there. And now Wimberly's got him. And there's a chopper foul. And that's a good piece of hitting there, believe it or not, by Elijah to stay alive, because after that last curveball that Wimberly threw, it just looked like Elijah was completely and utterly off balance. And that time he's able to hang in there and get a piece to live for another swing. Here's the pitch. That one drops in, but inside, and the count is full at 3-2 strikes. Outside. Well, I guess now the count is full. They're not updating the scoreboard, so now it's full 3-2. My apologies. So after being ahead, Wimberly is now falling behind to the number 8 hitter, Xavier Larice on deck. That one is a 1-out walk drawn by Elijah Circus. Good patience there as Xavier Larice steps in. Larice, a freshman, starting in left field for Bobby Collins. .364 hitter. He's too has a home run. Another outstanding youth player we've been blessed to cover. And he swings right through the Wimberly fastball for strike 1. Oh and 2. It's a nice lead by Circus. Xavier Larice needs to battle now. He's down 0-2. Circus with the lead. Pitch, strike 3 on 3 straight fastballs. And that is 2 outs back to the top of the lineup with Christian Neal, who struck out his first time up. So 2 outs here, 1 in on the Garrett Smith opposite field jack. His first of the year. And that's a nice bunt, trying to bunt for a 2-out base hit. And Coach Collins puts his arms up like, why on God's green earth would you ever try to do that? And that will end the inning as the Commodores get one on a Garrett Smith home run, and they lead it 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. All right, welcome back to Commodore Stadium, where the Eau Gallie Commodores lead it 1-0 on a Garrett Smith home run and do up 1, 2, and 3. Diaz, Knight, and Hanselman for Coach Dan Widener. Riley Diaz reached as he was hit by a pitch his first time up. And don't forget, coming up May the 6th, it is the Marcus May Foundation golf outing at the Duran Golf Club. Information on the bottom of the screen there. As Morrissey's first pitch offering is right back to Morrissey. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's how you like it. As Noah Knight will step in. He bunted last time and popped back out to the pitcher. Let's say top 4. It's top 3. I'm going to get this scoreboard thing right, believe me. I promise. Caleb's not here. He'll be back later. But, yeah, man, I'll get it right. The 0-1 is chest high, and the count is even up at the ball. And a strike. Dan Widener in his 5th year. They get the win tonight. It'll be the 70th. And that one is lifted into left center. Left, and Xavier Reese is there. And that is out number 2. As Dean Hanselman will step in. Hanselman reached on an error his last time up by Josh Dexter out in right field. Got crossed up in the wind. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Fouled back to the screen, and quickly Morrissey has Hanselman in an 0-2 hole. The 0-2 is lifted into shallow center field, but drifting back, and Neal hauls it in for the third and final out. So 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Commodores. We want to thank EG Kicks, and I tell you what, EG Kicks available on Instagram at EG Kicks, and they specialize in those vintage Nikes. And with the new movie Air coming out, EG Kicks is going to be a hot commodity for those that, and I'm one, and I got to confess, I still have a love for classic Nikes. I'm an Air Jordan 6 guy myself. I like the black ones, and I'm telling you right now, Chase will do you right. Check him out on Instagram at EG Kicks as we get set to head as Riley Jackson steps in, the Florida State commit. Hopefully that was a backfire. A little ABBA playing in the background. Nothing wrong with ABBA. Jackson with those lime green cleats. Can't miss him. One and 0 to Riley. Riley was hit on the elbow his last time up. There are several players in this county right now that you're watching play high school baseball that I am fairly confident you're going to be watching playing Major League Baseball. And this is one of them right here at the plate. You know, I get it. From level to level to level, things change. But, you know, Riley Jackson, Alex Sosa. There's two guys that I just feel like have those major. They're just the way they carry themselves, the way they conduct themselves, their work ethics. And it's going to be fun if the two actually make it to college. As Jackson fouls that back, you have to stop and think NC State and Florida State are rivals in ACC baseball. Of course, what Mike Martin built at Florida State for all those years. And Riley headed that way, and Alex headed to NC State. Again, that's if they get there. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2 balls and a strike to Riley. Nobody out here. Josh Dexter on deck. As Wimberly blows out one by him, and it's 2-2. So Riley's got a battle now, 2-2. Wimberly outside, ball 3. That's another thing Riley's really good at. Alex as well. That eye, man, they have a keen eye for that strike zone. The 3-2, full count. Strike 3. What a pitch by Wimberly. 1 out. mano a mano. He challenged Riley and won. 1 out. Josh Dexter steps in. Josh walked his last time up. That's a lot of fun to see that. Obviously, somebody's going to win the battle, but man, what a great battle that was between Riley and Nick. And one's lifted down the left field line. Is that fair? Foul. Just foul. So 0-1 to Josh. Once again, the Marcus May Foundation, current and former NFL players and former Florida Gators will all be there. Ground ball to Kide at a 2A, and he flips to Wimberly for out number 2 at the Durand Golf Club coming up May 6th. You're not going to want to miss that as Daniel Snowden steps in. Popped up and out of play. Beautiful night for something. Definitely baseball here in good old Brevard. 0-1 to Snowden. Pitch. The off-speed pitch is high for ball 1-1. Don't forget, coming up Sunday night right here on Brevard Sports Network, it is Mouth and All Sports Talk, where we take a different approach to sports talk. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Yeah, we obviously, our love for local sports, but on Sunday nights we turn it off and we talk college and pros. We talk about the controversies, the great, just sports talk. Fouled back to the screen, and don't want to miss that. 7:30 every Sunday night. The Archaic Design and Supplies, Mouth and Off Sports Talk. 1-2 to Daniel. Oh, my, what a beaut. Strike 3 as Merritt Island goes 1-2-3. So do the Commodores. We head to the top of the 4th. 1-0, Eau Gallie. All right, top of the 4th we go. It'll be Leffler, Wimberly, and Mully. Leffler, last inning, grounded out to Elijah Circus. Big right-handed hitter. And Morrissey rocks, kicks, and fires low for a ball. That's a strike. Once again, we want to thank the Marcus May Foundation for their sponsorship here on Brevard Sports Network. 1-1. That'll catch the inside corner for strike two. 1-2 now to Leffler. He went. Indeed, a good call. Strike three. The third K of the night for Morrissey. The 39th of the year. We told you Merritt, that Eau Gallie came in fielding 949. Merritt Island 963. Davin, my man, Davin Widener. What's going on? Davin, are you home? Nick Wimberly at the dish. Nick grounded out his last time up to Brock Lustig. Davin, have I got a story for you? You need to text me tonight. 1-1 high and outside. Yeah, you need to text me tonight. Seriously, I got a story for you. It's gonna. I promise you, it'll make. Well, it'll make you shake your head. 2-1 high and inside. 3-1 to Wimberly. But you should definitely see this. And that is a walk. Of course, Davin, the former record-setting quarterback for the Cocoa Tigers, led them to the 4A state championship game a couple of years ago. Now, over there on the depth chart at Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin. Spring practice coming up, going on, one of the two. As Tyler Mully steps in, he reached on an error his last time up. Everett Brasher is in to run. And Morrissey, the left-hander, comes to a set, kicks, fires, and the curveball is a beaut, 0-1. A Garrett Smith opposite field smash as the Commodores up 1-0 here. And over to first. Pitchers have several moves, and that time Morrissey didn't show us the good one. Morrissey kicks and fires. Oh, that's a shot right to Lustig again. To second for one, back to first, safe. Nearly turned to double play. Lustig, though, great job. He handled that one perfectly. He goes 6-4 on the pinch runner, and Mully reaches on a fielder's choice. And that's two from Mully to Lustig, and Lustig gets the better of him that time as Asher Anderson steps in. And I think Coach Widener's going to go down and have a conversation with Asher and just tell him to relax. Young player. Right now, Asher's in that all or nothing phase at the plate. In other words, he's going to hit it 400 feet or he's not going to hit it at all. And you see that a lot with power-hitting freshmen, and Asher is certainly that. He is an outstanding ball player, and I'm telling you right now, keep your eye on him for the next couple of years. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch develop. Here's the pitch, and there's a curveball for Strike one, Asher Anderson. He struck out 9 times this year. But again, these are all things that he will put in his back pocket. He's an intelligent baseball player, too. Morrissey, though, taking advantage. 0-1 to Anderson, and that's a good little pop over to first to keep Mully close, who reached on a fielder's choice. All of a sudden, the wind kicked up. It feels like some sort of Derrico blowing in. I mean, it really kicked up. The 0-1 to Anderson, and here's another curveball for 0-2, and now Asher is and that's just it right now, and he's thinking to himself, and that's what Coach Widener's telling him right now. You just gotta battle right now. You just gotta battle. So let's see what Morrissey does here. I think you just throw him a fastball. He throws him another curveball. What do I know? 4 strike 3. That's the third and final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Commodores. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right. All right. Welcome back here to Commodore Stadium. Alan Slaughterzinski with you. 1-0 Commodores on top, courtesy of a Garrett Smith bomb, the left center field, that got up and just kept going. There you see on your screen. Mouth It Off Sports Talk, Sunday nights at 7:30 right here on BSN. It's got 3 of us on there. That's myself on the left, Matt Lawson and Jackson Robb. Caleb Brown, of course, joining the crew as well. Carson Leeds, the aforementioned Garrett Smith, will also bat again this inning. And Eau Gallie will look to add to their 1-0 lead. Leeds steps in. He grounded out to Dean Hanselman his last time up, and he goes right back to Hanselman. Up and good dig by Atatue for out number 1. And that's 2 straight to Hanselman, and Hanselman gets him both times. And now Garrett Smith steps in, and all he did the last time up was put one opposite field over the left center wall. And that's been the lone run of the game. That's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Good game tonight by the home plate umpire. Bob Walton, I think, is down on first. That gets away. 1-1. Low for a ball. 2-1 to Garrett. And I certainly wouldn't want to get anything up. And I think that's Nick Wimberly's idea as well. Wimberly kicks, fires, 3-1. Once again, we want to thank Archaic Design. Licensed and insured custom home builder and remodeling company with all the supplies you need. Over 30 years of experience. They will work to design and supply whatever you need for your home. From design phase to completion, bring your dream to a reality with Archaic Design. Please check them out online at www.archaicdesign.com or give them a call at 321 956 2066. The 3-2 to Smith, high, ball 4, and a one-out walk issued to Garrett Smith will bring up Brock Lustig. Richie says, let's go Commodores. Lustig struck out looking his first time up. I like Brock. Good young nucleus on both of these teams. And Brock, good swing that time, fouls it back. Wimberly, that's high. Nice job by That's a nice job by Lustig there to duck under that one. And it's 1-1. Only once tonight has either side gone 3 up and 3 down. That happened for both teams in the third inning. Pitch off and running, swung on and missed down to second base. The throw is high, and Garrett Smith with an SB. And small ball right now puts a runner in scoring position for Brock Lustig and the Eau Gallie Commodores. So Lustig with an opportunity to drive in a run here. The pitch. Oh, that's a beaut. That is a beautiful pitch. Strike 3. Believe it or not, I believe that's the third stolen base of the year for Garrett. Oh, I'm not sure what that was, and neither does Elijah Circus, and it's strike 1. Oh, and 1. 2 outs here. Runner at second. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And after issuing a one-out walk to Garrett Smith, Nick Wimberly has been unhittable. Oh, hit him in the top of the head with a curveball. It's a curveball that didn't break, and Xavier Larice will step up. And now runners at first and second. He didn't like it. Larice, as we noted earlier, just a freshman, was an outstanding player. He's just an outstanding athlete, and he can certainly swing a bat. I'll tell you a quick story about him after this pitch. So I did a Little League game once where Xavier just missed hitting a home run. I think he hit 2 or 3 of them off the top of the fence. He had like 2 doubles. Anyway, he came back the next day when him and his dad, Manny, worked out in the yard prior to the game. This one has popped up, and it's playable. At a 2A, called off and hauled in for the third and final out. But anyway, in his next game, he would come up and hit not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs. He didn't hit the top of the fence in that one. That one, though, he pops up and out to end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the top of the 5th, still 1-0 Eau Gallie. Fifth inning sponsored by EG Kicks. Available on Instagram only. IG address at EG Kicks, KICKZ. And again, I'm telling you, it's going to be a hot commodity. Make sure you reach out to Chase. Now, order those vintage Nikes before the movie Air hits, and I promise you won't be able to get them. And first pitch swinging and fouled off by Tornga. Romeo Tornga popped out to the second baseman his first time up. Pitch. That's a strike. 0-2 now. Strike 3 on a beautiful curveball. 1 out. Torn Dunnigan steps in. He struck out his first time up. Morrissey's first offering is chest high for a ball. Popped up and out of play, 1-1. Not often you see a 1-0. Here we are, nearly the end of March, and great pitcher's duel here. Just a great pitcher's duel. High and outside, 2-1. Three and one. And that one is hit into left field and hauled in by Xavier Larice for out number 2. And Ryland Diaz will come up. Back to the top of the order for the Mustangs. Third time around against Morrissey. We'll see what, if any, difference it makes. Diaz was hit by a pitch and grounded out last time up to the pitcher. Popped up again, same way, but this one's going to get out of play. And it's 1-1. The Mustangs are 19-11 all time against the Commodores. They have won the last 2 games. They won 3-2 back on March 3rd, won last year 7-6. They did get a win last year, split the season series as Eau Gallie beat Merritt Island 13-2 back on March 4th of 2022. But the Mustangs have won 3 of 4 from Eau Gallie. Looking to make it 4 of 5, but they're going to need to do so in comeback fashion tonight. 2-1 to the second base leadoff hitter, Ryland Diaz. Morrissey rocks and fires. Good eye. 3-1. Morrissey's 3-1. And now here's what I don't understand, and I'm sure Coach will have a word with Ryland, unless he already knows it. He shook his head. He just watched 3 of those go by for balls, and that one seemed a bit more appetizing. He swings and misses. Same pitch, and that one he swung at. Outside, and he gets the walk. Noah Knight steps in. Noah has popped out on a bunt to the pitcher and flied out to Xavier Larice, the left fielder, his last time up. It's his top of the sixth. I believe it is just the top of the fifth, and it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here. We are. Who shall it be? It's going to be Shane Patrick. So Shane Patrick will step in, another outstanding youth player. Saw Shane hit a lot. Shane's a good pitcher, too. I've never seen Shane at a high school at BAB yet. So Shane was, again, played on those teams like Asher Anderson and Ryan Houston is going to go out and have a word with his staff and the infield, or his pitcher and the infield, I should say. You all right? They let you do it? Why? All right. Yeah. So Patrick steps in. I don't have any stats on him this year. I think Shane is a sophomore. Morrissey from the set. Curveball outside. I don't know why. I always had the mentality if I was facing a pinch hitter, I'm going right after him on the first pitch. I'm going to test him out. I'm going to see. He can't be up to speed yet. So I'm throwing fastballs. Just my thing. Morrissey's pitch high, and it's 2-0 to Patrick, who is batting for Noah Knight, actually. There's a strike right down Eau Gallie Boulevard, and it's 2-1. Strike two. And we have hit, believe it or not, our first Deuces Wild situation of the night. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. I think your scoreboard says top of the sixth. My chubby finger hit the wrong number. Morrissey from the set, the 2-2 to Patrick. And he decides to check Rylan Diaz, who is prone to steal a base. So what will the turn card pitch be from Morrissey to Patrick? And it is 3-2. Jackson going to take a shot anyway. Uh-oh. Riley Jackson came up with his arm kind of. All right, Riley seems to be okay. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now first base open. Patrick battling at the dish. Here comes the 3-2 to Shane Patrick. Strike 3! And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Cale's going to take over right here for a half inning or maybe an inning. Due up, we go back to the top of the lineup with Christian Neal, Riley Jackson, and Josh Dexter.
All right. We start here, the bottom of the fifth inning, with number 3, Christian Neal. He hit it back to the pitcher who threw him out at first base last time up. And that one outside for ball 1. Delivers. That one again outside for ball 2. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 2-1. High and outside. 3-1 count here to Christian Neal. Delivers a 3-1, fouled off. Full count now. The full count. That one inside misses, and a leadoff runner on. Christian Neal will take his stride down to first base. Now going to bat, number 24, Riley Jackson. Was hit by pitch last time up. And Neal trying to play a little head games here. With Wimberly. Wimberly sets. Kicks and delivers. In there for strike 1 to Riley. And that one will be popped up and out of play. And count is 0-2 to Jackson. Wimberly checks over at first. Delivers the 0-2 high for ball 1. 1-2 now. The count to Jackson. I was mistaken. The last time Jackson was up, he struck out, swinging. And that time, he's hit by a pitch. Coming next up to bat will be number 16, Josh Dexter. Dexter comes up, no outs, runners on first and second. And Colton. Thank you. As there's a meeting at the mound here before facing Josh Dexter. Take you into that meeting a little bit. All right, here we go. As a little "Don't Worry, Be Happy" plays over the PA system. For some, that's easier than others. Josh Dexter. Runners over on first and second, and Wimberly thought about going to second there. And Christian Neal said, try it again. Wimberly kicks and delivers the first pitch, and that one fouled off for strike one. Yeah, you literally just missed her. Let me finish that bat, and I'll give it back. The 0-1, Dexter awaits the selection from Wimberly. Swing and a miss for strike two, quick 0-2. Runners on first and second. None of them have a huge lead. That one in the dirt. And a double steal attempt. And safe is Christian Neal at third.
Neal gets up and says, "No way." Well, yes, indeed, as he is gunned out at third base for out number one. And Lynch is the batter, or the runner now at second for Riley Jackson. So one on and now two outs here after the strikeout. As Daniel Snowden steps in, he is struck out, and Snowden grounded in to a double play back in the first inning. Pitch. I don't know that he meant, but he did, and it is strike one. So these pitchers all night long at some point in time have gotten themselves in and out of trouble, and they've done it by pitching their way out of it. Lynch at second, Wimberly to the set. He kicks and fires. That's a beaut right down Wickham Road, and it's 0-2 all of a sudden to Daniel Snowden. Curveball is bounced. Trouble. He's got to hurry. He does. And that is the third and final out. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left. We head to the top of the sixth inning. And still, the lone Garrett Smith home run stands 1-0, Eau Gallie. It would be fantastic if people were completely honest in things like fraud, deception, and and dishonesty didn't exist. Unfortunately, this is the real world, and not everyone plays nice or lives life above board. Because of this, it is sometimes necessary to seek outside investigative services. A competent private investigative agency, Best Private Investigations, can uncover information, build evidence, and provide necessary documentation to help you with a wide range of scenarios. And as a full-service detective agency, they are well-versed in handling domestic investigations, criminal cases, and straightforward surveillance. Check them out online at www.bestprivateinvestigations.com or give them a call at 321-508-4492. Impropriety. Impropriety, Alan. That's the word. Impropriety. And it's going to be Dean Hanselman, Jacob Leffler, and Nick Wimberly scheduled here low for a ball. So both of these teams last night combined for 38 runs as they played Palm Bay and Cocoa. Now, tonight against each other, 1. So they probably should have saved a few of those for tonight. But they still could be coming here as we getting late, but still time. Great pitchers match up here tonight as Snowden is still on the hill. Or Snowden, I'm sorry, Morrissey's still on the hill. Popped up, and that will go back and into no man's land in the parking lot. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Morrissey did not like that baseball. I want to thank Merritt Island Mustang head volleyball coach Angie Patrick. Show that in front of the camera real quick. She just brought over up. There we go. There you go. Good, thank you. That's good. Just brought that over and presented that to us here at Eau Gallie. Thank you, Coach Patrick. Says thank you to Brevard Sports Network for your support of Merritt Island High Volleyball. Look at this, Caleb. Show this. It's pretty neat. Looks like an invasion. Show it. That is absolutely incredible, that flyby there. 3 helicopters. I don't even know what kind of helicopters they were, but that was pretty neat to see, and they stopped the game for it. And here we go with the 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Nobody out here. Kide Atatue is warming up in the Merritt Island bullpen, and that ball is shot but hauled in by Lustig for out number 1. That was a line drive, but Lustig was in perfect spot for it, and that'll bring up Jacob Leffler, who grounded out to the second baseman and struck out his last time up. curveball. Yeah, that was really cool. I would imagine they got to come back. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 to Jacob Leffler. Nick Wimberly is on deck. Outfield and infield both straight away. Keyday is a southpaw. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 2 outs. Seventh strikeout of the night for Morrissey. And Nick Wimberly will step in, the counterpart. I think with Keyday Atatue warming up in the bullpen, we may see a pinch hitter here. We saw one earlier for Noah Knight. Actually, coach is just going to talk to him. And basically what he's telling him is, son, you are going to have to help yourself here. Right now, we can't seem to generate any runs. You're on the bump. And it happens. It happens. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. That'll be high and outside for a ball. It says 1-2, but I don't think there's 2 strikes on him, is there? He just got up. Yeah, they fixed it. High and outside again, 2-0 as Keyday Atatue is done with his warm-up tosses in the bullpen, and we may see Keyday in inning number 7 or 6 and 7. Strike at the knees, 2-1, or at least a 6th, because if Merritt doesn't score, Eau Gallie won't bat in the 7th. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch, chopper. Lustig backhands all the way over to first. That's a bullet, and that will end the inning. The second 3 up and 3 down of the night for the Commodores as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0, Eau Gallie on top. The new Merritt Island pitcher is indeed going to be Keyday Atatue, the lefty. Now, I don't have any information on Keyday. Updated stats for him this year, but he is committed to a very popular school these days, especially after last night. FAU. So Keyday Atatue heading to FAU. But the book is closed on Wimberly for tonight. And for Nick, he ends the evening with 7 strikeouts tonight. He hit 2 batters, walked 5, and gave up 2 hits. one of them the difference in the game right now. A home run to Garrett Smith over the left center field wall. Keyday is, I like Keyday. He's fun to watch pitch, and he's very, very good. As he takes his final warm-up tosses. Kind of slings it in there, but man, does it come out fast. All right, Keyday will step in to face Carson Leitz, Garrett Smith, and Brock Lustig. 4, 5, 6, and 7 for Bobby Collins and the Eau Gallie Commodores. We told you where Merritt Island was ranked in the state earlier on in the broadcast. Eau Gallie sitting pretty good too. The first offering from Keyday is strike one. Eau Gallie is 92nd ranked in the state. They are 10th in 5A, and they are 2nd in 5A Region 3, just ahead of Rockledge. And if anybody knows what's going on in that Rockledge-Vieira game tonight, don't be bashful about putting the score up. I'm pretty sure Space Coast Daily had that game tonight. And that'll be high for a ball, 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike two. The on-deck hitter is Garrett Smith. He has provided the lone run here in this one for both teams tonight. And there's a little nubbler off the top of the bat and foul down the first baseline. Ryan Houston dives, picks it up, and makes the out. Got to add a little excitement here, right? Oh, that's a beaut right there from Keyday for strike three. As Garrett Garrett Smith steps in. And that's a strike. Strike two. Time called. The 0-2 swung on and missed. 3 straight strikes and 2 outs as Brock Lustig. Actually, it will not be Brock Lustig. We will get a pinch hitter. The pinch hitter is going to be number 22, Colton Lynch. Miami beating Houston at the moment. And there's a shot. Bouncer to the first baseman. Waves it off. And first pitch is the third out here of the bottom of the 6th. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. And that is the second 3 up and 3 down of the game for Merritt Island. Final AB coming possibly. See if Morrissey can finish it out. 1-0 Eau Gallie. Oh, nothing. Space Coast Daily having streaming issues. Oh, hate that. That's a good one. Well, if anybody knows, let me know. What? Yeah, put the Marcus back up. Yep. Yep, you can put Marcus back up. Look at that, Caleb. That's just for you right there, buddy. Okay. Marcus May Foundation Golf Outing coming up May 6th at the Duran Golf Club. 13 different ways to sponsor as a corporation and a couple different packages to play as an individual. I actually found out today I'm going to get to play in that tournament. Yes, I'm going to play. I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. I'm going to play. I'm going to play. That's right. Tyler Mully steps in. It'll be Mully, Anderson, and Tornga scheduled. We'll see what Coach Widener has up his sleeve here in the top of inning number 7. Popped up, and this is in foul territory, and Dexter hauls it in. And I tell you, that has been an issue all night for Josh, but not that time as he hauls it in for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, top of the 7th. So Asher Anderson is indeed going to step in. And I tell you what, you don't want – again, Asher has struck out twice tonight, but you don't want to toy with Asher. Caleb and I, as I've alluded to and said earlier, have watched this young man launch balls over on Merritt Island that I don't see SpaceX rockets go that far. Okay, so I'm exaggerating just a hair, but you get the point. He does turn baseballs into comets when he gets a hold of them. 1-0 to Asher. That's a knee-high strike, and it's 1-1. And he's going to be just fine. Struggling this year at the plate, but again, it's all part of the learning process. Morrissey rocks and kicks. Curveball is bounced. Tough play, and that's going to be an infield hit for Asher Anderson. And that may have not exactly been the Falcon 9 we were just talking about, but I'm going to tell you what. Did you watch how fast he got down the line? Keep your eye on him over there because Dan Widener, he'll play some small ball to get this thing tied up. 1 on. And 1 out as Tornga steps in. He has popped out to Circus and struck out. And Coach Collins telling his third base, well, there's nothing you can do about that for 1. That's an infield hit all the way. He was never going to get Asher. So change your body language, get your head up, and make the next play. And this is not going to be Tornga. This is going to be, yeah, it is Tornga. I'm sorry. This is Tornga. So Tornga, shocked we're not seeing a bunt here. Knowing Coach Widener and what he likes to do. That's a fastball. And it's quickly 0-2 to Tornga. Got our credentials back today for the Frozen 4. Not the Final 4, the Frozen 4. It's in Tampa. 0-2. Foul tip. As Tornga stays alive. And right now, he really needs to do his very best John Travolta impression here. 0-2. And he needs to get a hit or stay alive again. Morrissey kicks, fires, driven into shallow center, and called by Neal for out number 2. So Torrin Dunnigan was scheduled, but hitting is going to be a Marion James Williams. So Marion James Williams will step in. Senior. This young man is just an unbelievable athlete. Left-handed, so he's fast out of the box. He's got great straight line speed. Anderson at first. The curveball is low, ball one. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Morrissey has pitched an absolute gem here tonight as Eau Gallie looks to snap a 2-game losing streak to Merritt Island. Morrissey kicks and fires right down Eau Gallie Boulevard. Strike one. Morrissey. Curveball. Strike two comes the call 20 seconds later. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Is this the pitch for the game? Or will Marion James Williams stay alive here? Morrissey with Asher at first. The 1-2 in the dirt. Great block by Riley Jackson. And the Deuces are wild for sure now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The turn card pitch. Will it win the game, or will it be ball 3? Or will it be something else? Morrissey gets the sign from Jackson. He comes to a set. He kicks. He fires. Strike 3 called! And the Eau Gallie Commodores wrap it up with a 1-0 victory and an absolute gem by David Morrissey, pitched here tonight. He is undoubtedly our player of the game tonight. What a game. The GWRBI came all the way back in inning number 2 when Garrett Smith led off the second with a home run. And that is the only run of the night as Morrissey had his way with Merritt Island hitters. I got 8 strikeouts on the night for the Mustang, or for Morrissey. Great job on a complete game shutout. I'm looking. One hitter. I got 1 hit. A 1-hitter for Morrissey tonight. As we like to say sometimes here on Brevard Sports Network, that was a beaut, Clark. No doubt about it. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Archaic Design. Want to thank Best Private Investigations, Beachwave Volleyball Club, Zone 6, as well as BlackRock Engineering and Technology. So once again, your final score tonight, the Eau Gallie Commodores on a 1-hitter from David Morrissey get the win 1-0. The lone run of the game provided by Garrett Smith on a leadoff home run in the second. So for all of our great sponsors, I want to say thank you to all of you that watched here tonight. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinsky. Once again, your final score. The Eau Gallie Commodores moved to 10-6 with a 1-0 win over the Merritt Island Mustangs. Have a great night, everybody.